I'm here today with Gottfried Pikel. He's an interpreter here at the Frontier Culture Museum, and I thought we'd just have a real quick conversation, a little interview. How long have you been doing the interpreting here at this?
I started somewhere in October of 2007.
Okay.
Actually, at that time, as a once a week volunteer.
Right.
I was retiring in 2009, and I was hoping to find a retirement function, which actually opened up here as a part-time position.
Mm-hmm.
I do 4 days a week on the German farm. Myself being born in Austria, speak fluent German, so that's about as close as it can get to where that house actually came from.
Right, right. So, I mean, did you have interest, or did you do historical things before you started working here?
No, I didn't.
No.
The funny part about it was when I started to read through our documentation, and I began very interested, and I said, "Gosh, that's what we learned in school."
Right.
It was easy for me to get into the topic and the focal point because it was sort of clear.
Right.
Yep. Became actually a hobby historian. I never studied history.
Right.
And I did my own little bit of research when some visitors sometimes ask me questions and I can't answer them. I simply don't know it. I tell them that I don't know. And then what happens is I go home and I say, what's the answer to this question?
Right, and it really leads you into more and more research.
More and more, and I started to search and research, and why did this happen, and what does this people say about it, and why this? And as it is, I mean, we had during Oktoberfest, we have a group of Hessian soldiers coming by, showing a drill, and then I asked them if I could join them, and do a little bit of reenacting on the side, which I think is interesting because not many people know much about the real War of Independence, what happened.
Right.
And what struck me mostly was a book written by, not a Hessian, but one of the German soldiers during the time when the British invaded Philadelphia. And he has never seen the city. And he marvels what he sees.
Right.
He sees people dressed in latest French fashion, which he's not used to, because over in the old country where he came from, you're dressed by profession.
Right.
And there are certain restrictions. He sees the women with their fantastic hairdos, and everybody is dressed like a prince. They ride these horrendously big carriages, live in humongous houses, and all lavishly furnished.
Right.
And he asks the question at the end of this observation: why do they rebel?
Why would anybody rebel against this?
Yeah. He doesn't get the connection yet.
Right.
But it's an interesting observation. And that's something I think people should learn. And that's why reenacting, this is reenacting too.
Oh, yeah.
It's quite a really interesting hobby, function. I wouldn't call it a job because you have to have love for doing it.
Right.
And if you don't bring it up and enjoy it, being number one, a farmer, and know a little bit about the history so you can answer correctly questions, it doesn't make any sense.
Right, right. So you've learned a lot, even though it wasn't what you did earlier on in life. This really led you to a new.
Well, what came back was when my mother's parents, they came from a farm, and when I grew up in Austria, 1950 or whatever, best part of my life was being on that farm. They had a huge vineyard. The farm didn't look like this one, but a farm is a farm.
Right.
And boy, did I love to go up into the hayloft. I mean, this is something you can't forget. When I came here, it came back. It was sort of, it's the same thing.
This is, grew up like that. Had that experience.
And that experience is something not all too many people can have.
So this gets you right back into connecting with all that.
That's my hobby. Became my hobby. Yeah.
It looks like you really enjoy it as you interact with everyone and tell stories.
It's fun.
So were you always interested in cooking?
Oh, I was always interested.
Always into cooking, so you had a lot of fun here doing
Yeah.
cooking
Yeah.
on the farm and
Yeah.
researching historical.
Yeah, some of those recipes are absolutely fabulous.
Really, really good.
Yeah, really, really good. It's something where you wonder, is that, boy, these people knew how to eat well.
Right. Why don't we eat it today?
Yeah. And it's a lot of fun in this kitchen out there, despite the heat from the fire and everything
Right.
else,
Right.
to cook something up and then see those smiling faces of especially our summer camp kids or children like we have today here for camp out overnight.
Well, I want to thank you for joining us and giving us your story. I really enjoy coming, and I like the time.
Please come back again.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thanks. If you're new to our channel, I want to welcome you. You can subscribe by clicking the button right up here. Also check out our related videos. Thanks so much for watching.